there's some other benefits to this that might not be as obvious. One is diversification. People wanted to know, was this oil spill drop going to be as bad as it was in the 80s when everybody who was really Will and my age kind of left and went to greener pastures in Atlanta or Houston. And well, we're much more diverse now. Energy, which is still incredibly important, was 32% of our economy in 1980. Now it's only about 8 or 9%, and that's because of diversification in things like software and film. And then there's also this brand benefit. I was in Europe recently talking to an airline trying to get them to restart direct service from New Orleans to Europe, which of course will be a game changer. Big smiles from the audience. Yeah, you'll be able to get on a plane here at 6 o'clock at night and land in Europe at 9 the next morning. That changes things. And one of the things that they kept pressing us on is, tell us more about film in Louisiana. Tell us more about Hollywood South. So in our presentation back to the airline we just sent, there was an entire page on the film industry. So this is helping in ways that we actually don't even recognize, and certainly the dry analysis misses. Let me just end by soapboxing a little bit on what's happening in the legislature right now. There's a lot of discussion about the budget deficit, and the fact is that we have a budget deficit at the state. It's very real, and it's because we've been spending more than we've been taking in. We've lost about $5 billion of revenue over the past 5 years, largely as a result of Katrina money ending and the Stelly rollback. That's true. But what's also true is that the private sector in Louisiana, and particularly in Greater New Orleans, is doing better than it's done in about 30 to 40 years. Okay, we're going to add about 100,000 jobs over the next 4 years just from the announcements that we've been making. And so you have to unpack the private sector challenge from the public sector, the public sector challenge, excuse me, from the private sector success, and realize that over time the jobs that we are creating in places like FilmWorks are going to create the tax base that's going to feed and support the public budget, and the public budget can reinvest back in the private sector. So as we are looking for a fix to the budget crisis, let's not throw the baby out with the bathwater and kill the patient with the cure. And then one final, before I yield the microphone, if you look at all economic development incentives, including film, last year there were only $296 million. That's less than 4% of the total exemptions budget. So if you're going after them, not only are you going after what is creating the future, you're not going to do much to fix the present. So I'm just urging all of us to be thoughtful in how we approach our challenges and our opportunities. But George, congratulations, and thank you for what you're doing here. Everybody, we look forward to a great future. FilmWorks for New Orleans, East for New Orleans, Greater New Orleans, and the great state of Louisiana. Thank you so much.